Once upon a time, in a village where the stars danced closer to the earth, lived two men who shared the same name. But oh, how different they were. Their tale, dear friends, is one of laughter, mischief, and a magic so wild it could only be born from Russia's snowy forests. Welcome to the story of the two Ivans. In the little village of Zvezny, nestled between frosted hills and whispering pines, lived Ivan the Bold and Ivan the Gentle. Ivan the Bold was as loud as a thunderstorm, with a laugh that shook the rafters and a heart that craved adventure.
"Ho, gentle Ivan!"
he called one frosty morning, striding into the village square.
"Why do you sit whittling sticks when the world begs for heroes like me to conquer it?"
Gentle Ivan looked up from his carving, his eyes twinkling like starlight.
Oh, bold Ivan, the world doesn't need conquering. It needs kindness and maybe a good bowl of borscht.
The villagers gathered around, for everyone knew these two Ivans were as different as fire and snow, yet bound by a friendship deeper than the forest itself. One evening, as the moon hung low and golden, the Ivans sat by a crackling fire in the village tavern. The air was thick with the scent of warm bread and the hum of stories. Bold Ivan, his cheeks flushed from too much kvass, slammed his mug on the table.
"Gentle Ivan, see, swing, I tire of your quiet ways,"
he roared.
"Let's make a wager. Whoever brings the greatest treasure to Zvezny by the next full moon will be crowned the truest Ivan of all."
Gentle Ivan raised an eyebrow, his smile soft but sly.
Treasure, you say? And what, pray tell, does a loudmouth like you know of treasure?
The villagers cheered, egging them on, and so the wager was struck. Bold Ivan set off at dawn, his boots crunching through the snow, dreaming of gold and glory. Gentle Ivan, however, lingered in the village, his heart of a different kind of riches. Bold Ivan ventured deep into the enchanted forest, where trees whispered secrets and shadows danced. He sought the fabled firebird, whose feathers were said to shine brighter than 1,000 suns and fetch a king's ransom.
"Ah, a firebird's feather will make me the envy of every Ivan from here to Moscow,"
he declared, hacking through brambles with his axe. But the forest was no fool. It sent winds that howled, branches that snagged, and a sly old fox who led bold Ivan in circles. At last, exhausted and featherless, he stumbled upon a tiny hut on chicken legs, home to Baba Yaga, the witch of the woods.
"Well, well, bold Ivan,"
she croaked, her eyes glinting like coals.
"You seek the firebird, then sweep my yard, churn my butter, and bake my bread. Fail, and I'll roast you for supper."
"Me, a hero, doing chores?"
he muttered, but he dared not refuse. For 3 days, bold Ivan toiled, his pride stinging more than his blistered hands. Baba Yaga, amused, finally tossed him a single firebird feather.
"Take it, fool,"
she said,
"and learn what treasure truly means."
Meanwhile, Gentle Ivan had not left Zvezny. Each day, he visited the sick, helped repair roofs, and shared his carvings, tiny wooden stars that seemed to glow with hope. The villagers, touched by his kindness, began to share their own gifts: a loaf of bread, a song, a warm shawl. One old woman, her voice trembling, said,
"Gentle Ivan, Zrenia, your heart is a treasure. You've brought light to Zvezny brighter than any gold."
By the night of the full moon, the village square overflowed with laughter, music, and warmth. Gentle Ivan stood quietly, his only treasure the love of his people. Bold Ivan returned weary but triumphant, clutching the firebird's feather. The villagers gasped as it sparkled, but their eyes soon turned to gentle Ivan's quiet smile.
Behold!
Bold Ivan cried, holding the feather aloft.
I've won the wager!
But his voice faltered as he saw the village's joy, kindled not by gold, but by gentle Ivan's deeds.
Dear friend,
Gentle Ivan said, stepping forward.
your feather is grand, but look around. Is not love the greatest treasure of all?
The villagers roared in agreement, and bold Ivan for once was speechless. Then, with a great laugh, he threw the feather into the fire, where it blazed like a star.
You're right, gentle Ivan.
He boomed, clapping his friend on the back.
Let's share this treasure, feast, dance, and be merry.
And so the two Ivans, bold and gentle, prove that treasure isn't found in gold or glory, but in the hearts we touch. Zvezny glowed brighter that night than ever before, and the stars above winked as if they knew the secret too. And you, dear listener, what treasure will you seek? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the magic alive.